Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. We are back. We are playing some MLB The Show today. Apparently my commands aren't working again, so I gotta reset that stuff. Hey Tom, how is the face that runs the place? I just gotta fix my commands real quick. Then we'll be good to go. There we go. Now they're working. All right. I was going to, but it's kind of a process to do it. I was going to start I was going to do Road to the Show, but it is not as easy as I thought it would be.
Here's Adley Rutschman. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Slice the other way and foul. Rips that one center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away.
Well, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base. Maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Late swing, fouled off.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just
and a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that quickly, 2 away. And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. That's in there, and that's strike one. Bunting for a hit.
I see the Braves activated Murphy today,
a one-run lead,
and they cut Trump.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So
I would have sent Baldwin down.
Defense, Ramon Urias. He entered the game to pinch hit, and now man second base.
Like, I like Trump, but I don't think he's ready.
1 for 3.
Personally, anyway. Hopefully.
Kittredge back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. Mullins makes the play. 1 up, 1 down. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Now the number 2 hitter.
I don't think he's ready yet. Like, he has, what, 2 hits or something? I understand he's had some hard hit balls and bad luck.
Ball right side.
I've also seen times where he's looked overwhelmed.
To the bag, and that'll do it. Back at Truist Park.
I feel like the same thing happened last year with Nacho Alvarez. They rushed him up, and he wasn't ready.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Fly ball down the line. And out number 1 on the grab. And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson.
Like that's the other thing. Let him go down to AAA and play.
See the velocity, 97.
Especially because they put McCann in AA. So bring Murphy up, send Baldwin down. Unless they're going to put McCann now at AAA.
The best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Yeah, I mean, Murphy's a good player. He's just been snake bit a lot with the Braves. But they gave up a lot for him. I would have never traded Contreras for him. That's where they got egg on their face.
Swing and a miss. That's his strikeout. Now only one out remaining. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Infield shifted to the pull side. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the wall. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
The Braves just got problems, period. Especially with the reports coming out that ownership forced Alex Anthopoulos to back out of deals because they want to reset the luxury tax.
But now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
Iglesias is just one strike away. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Yep. Well, that's what's going on, like, in Pittsburgh right now. Like, literally, above every home game for the Pirates, somebody's paid to have a plane fly over the stadium with a big sign that says, "Sell the team." Because Bob Nutting won't put money into the team.
Back here in St. Louis, and we welcome you in. Already 2 away here in the 7th. John Shambi with Chris Singleton. Newt Barr in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
No strike.
Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Yeah, okay, so that, that too. And Clemente's family ripped the Pirates for it. The Pirates put out a statement like an hour ago apologizing for it. And said they're going to put it back.
Very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Which is kind of funny to me. They quickly, caved in on that.
Acuna now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. Ryan Helsley getting ready to go. Thompson also getting ready. Close, but
Pirates beat the Yankees today.
It's 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that
my dad said that they were winning 4-1 though in the 9th. Pirates have no bullpen.
Ciani pulls it in, and there's 1 away. And now it's
Yankees scored 3 runs in the 9th, but the Pirates were able to win an extra inning.
A little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly.
Because the Pirates sent David Bednar down.
Bases empty. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Austin Riley. He caught it behind his back. Gathers and throws, and very nicely. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Ivan Herrera. Pierce Johnson gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to. You know, these Cardinals looking to string together better at bats.
These are my favorite Brave uniforms right here.
It just hasn't happened for them yet. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
It gets down, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's Nolan Gorman, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that one fouled off.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
In the dirt. Now 1 and 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top.
Albies. Off-balance speed, there's one. What a double play that was. We go to the 9th, and now the first baseman, Matt Olson. Leahy back to work. Just off the outside edge. 1-0. And another ball.
No strike.
Woo. Come on, Matty. So how'd you like the Paul Skeens 200-mile-an-hour fastball challenge?
And a foul ball.
I didn't do it. I'm not dumb. I don't really mess with that stuff. But I did see the highlights of it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
Oh, you hit 2 homers. Look at you go.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Good eye in that spot. Swing and a base hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. 1 for 3.
The Big Bear.
That one is absolutely belted. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap. And that's pretty much.
Swung on. Belted. And it one hops the wall. One runs in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it 3rd.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want.
Speaking of Mr. Trump.
For itself. And now Chadwick Trump in the air out towards right center. Brings it in. Both runners tagging. Relay throw home.
They had a chance to add to their lead right there, and they did with the sac fly. Nice job.
New pitcher on now, Zach Thompson.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So now pinch hitter for Atlanta, Brian De La Cruz. Looking to drive in a run with 1 out and a runner at 3rd. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Scott sizing this one up. And makes the grab. Runner tagging and heading for home. He scores on the sac fly. It's 5-0. 2 outs, base is empty. Orlando Arcia now at the plate. And a breaking ball misses outside. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. John King, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Romero warming up as well. And that is that. So remaining in the game defensively, Brian De La Cruz. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Contreras now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Pitch misses.
It ain't a save situation no more, so I'm just going to let Pierce Johnson finish it out. the save.
Swings and misses. Had him out front for strike 3. And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. Ground ball, Olsen. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down. 1 out left for the Cardinals. Here's the second baseman, Thomas Saggese. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
If my nephew were watching, he'd be yelling at me right now, though, about the pitching I'm using. I still use the old school pitching. He uses the
Johnson is just 1 strike
whatever
away.
it is. I can't do it. I don't like it.
That is the ball game.
I grew up with this style. Yeah, I can't use the meter. Stupid draft. I wish I could just skip over this crap. Finish no-hitter. I hate when they do these no-hitter ones. Wow, and they want me to no-hit the Yankees, too.
Thanks for joining us. We're in the 7th with nobody out.
Lovely.
We've seen a great pitching performance so far in this one. He has not allowed a hit.
Great.
What's the mindset for him and his teammates right now, Singy?
Well, you can bet that pretty much everyone on the bench knows exactly what's going down. And the key is to not let the moment get the best of you. Everybody just needs to do their job.
And the leadoff hitter.
This is fun, trying to no-hit the fucking Yankees.
So up next, Austin Wells.
Well, we're clearly at that point in this ball game with the no-no going that we're anticipating seeing some history. Those infielders right now, they are on their toes, expecting the ball to be hit today.
The Yanks hitless so far in the game. Up the middle, dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he's on at first.
He made a great run at it, Boog. I mean, he had their hitters off balance for the entire game.
Yeah, it's very difficult to get that.
Maybe he didn't get all the way to 27 outs, but he deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah, really fantastic effort. Gave us all a great show, and now we'll see what's left for him. And that one fouled off. The Yankees looking to rally. Tying run at the plate. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Fouls it off, still 1-2. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him! 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing. And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. There's the strike.
Just 1 out away from 7 strong innings and just at 100 pitches. Man, pretty impressive. They've got to be happy with what they've gotten from him out there today. This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly...
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swings through that one for strike one.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Next offering is down low.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch inside. And it's 2-2. So Goldie strikes out here.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Swing and a ground ball. Albies. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Hey, the Pirates are in the playoffs. Let's go.
Anthony Volpe digs in now. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Yeah, I have no control over the fact that he's tired.
Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty...
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone.
Yep. Well, that's what happens when you leave a pitcher in there and he's out of juice.
All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases.
He should have been long gone.
Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all. And everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands. And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Fouled off to the right. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Right, awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a fast food restaurant, like 3 for 33 or something.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now a chance for Austin Wells. And first offering is fouled off. Lopez fires.
Ball, no.
Outside with a breaking ball. 2 out, space is empty. Fouls one off. 2-2.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
This could end it. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Well, we nearly saw history today, Singy, but he couldn't finish off the no-hitter. Still, they got the win.
Yeah, and that's ultimately the more important thing. I mean, most of the game, he was absolutely dominating out there on the mound, really getting the dugout.
No player boost, huh?
I think it'll carry over for him in the next several games. Just really a terrific performance he gave us today.
Kind of fucked up, but okay. I figured he should have at least got one. No, I did not see that.
Truist Park. John Shambi alongside
I know his neck injury, they said, is pretty bad.
The Braves are out to a healthy lead in the division, looking really good. Singing with the trade deadline coming up, do you think they're set to go?
And Sami Zayn's out too, injured.
They need to add some more firepower.
He said that's why they did what they did to rate him out.
In this day and age, Boog, I mean, teams making big additions at the deadline, and you just see it can be a flurry of moves. I'd be surprised if they just stayed with the roster they have. I think they can have a big deal in the
I thought that was going foul.
Off the foul pole, that's a grand slam. And the Braves have the lead now. It's 9-6. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Just an unbelievable turn of events here. I mean, they've been putting...
Tyler Rogers comes on now.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
So
I saw, I do know KO's been doing interviews too. He,
can't pick it up cleanly.
Because Riddle did a thing where he said KO and Sami Zayn were difficult to work with.
So digging in, Brian De La Cruz.
And KO shot back at him.
The feed for one. To first, not in time.
Yeah.
Great effort there.
Yeah, and KO shot back and ripped into Riddle, and he said, you know, here's a guy that was, he kind of was trying to say it nicely about the fact that he was always stoned, and his history is not exactly shining with his treatment of women. And he says, and he got, you know, he's riding the coattails of Orton. He is. Most of the ex-WWE guys are there now. Jinder Mahal's there. Baron Corbin's there. Dijak's there. The Good Brothers are there, which surprised me. I thought they were going to end up in AEW.
Hold on at second, 2 on with 1 away. First and second, 1 out. Eli White next up for the Braves. 1 for 3. Grounded to third, could be
Hammerstone went back to MLW too.
Throw to first, but he beat it. Here's Jared Kelnick.
At least for now.
Anyway. I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. And they're happy to just get off the field after that. Ready to begin the 8th. And here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. New pitcher for the Braves, Joe Jimenez. He comes on for the 35th time this year. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Oh, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats.
From what I've seen about Riddle, he seems like he's a douchebag.
That closer's coming in.
Foul ball still 0-2. Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. And now it's Wilmer Flores. First pitch, and he just misses. Jimenez,
never know.
All-star. He features a slider.
All depends on how messed up on drugs he is.
He works in a changeup.
1-1. All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind.
Because they said he's a pothead, but they said he also does other drugs.
Base is empty. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Christian Cairo.
Rogers back to work. Lifted in the air, right center field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Man at first, nobody out. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Throw over to first.
No, he's safe.
Runner takes off. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Man at second. And it's fouled away.
Now, Tom, today I did finish off the matches for Splashdown.
That's to third.
So I will be starting on the other
out.
show's matches soon.
And now it's Matt Olson's
Whatever I was doing
hit.
for Splashdown is done. I tried to make your boy look really
And
strong,
first
Deshaun
offering
Lee.
is fouled off.
I tried to make him look
Runner
strong.
at second here, one gone. And a base hit into right. Coming home. He'll score.
Like I said, he's going to probably do one more match after Splashdown in HCW, and then
Runner
I'll
on
move
at
him
first
up.
with one gone. Here is Ozzy Albies up to hit.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
On the ground
I was going to do a
second,
six-man
might be
tag
two.
is my plan,
There's one.
where he's going to
Go
team
first,
with
safe.
Fast
Good
and
late fight on that
Furious
slider, got the hitter out in front,
against
rolled over
Ace
on it.
Stone
Exactly what he
Incorporated.
was supposed to do.
Here's Sean Murphy. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. On the ground to short, Adames. Got him on the off-balance throw. And that is the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. Chance coming up for the Giants. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. And he takes a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
White sizes this one up. And there's one away. And up next for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. Throw on to Olsen, and they're down to their last out. Adames in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it.
That goes night-night shushy.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my
Here comes the manager. Now it's Matt Chapman in the
One
dirt,
ball, no
and it's
strikes.
1-0.
Number 26. Right.
Hey!
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1-2 the count.
One strike away. Inside. 2-2.
Yeah, I'm going to start working on my rosters for franchise probably next week,
And that's the ball game.
next weekend.
At
least that's what I'm thinking right
lead
now.
with yet another win. Singy, coming up on the trade deadline, they look really solid.
Yeah, they do. And that means they've got a lot of decisions to make. I mean, there's plenty of talent on this roster already, but you never know. And maybe they make a move and try to get that last piece to complete that championship puzzle.
That's where my nephew tells me to get mine. I'll probably look at them to
Kauffman
see if I
Stadium.
like them or not.
Welcome in. We're in the eighth. Two men out. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton. Bounding ball here. Rolls foul. Bummer deals. That crosses the plate, and now they're just one strike away from getting out of this mess. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Olsen on the move.
Pop up. Got it.
Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. So they turn to their closer, Lucas Erce.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game.
I always liked this ballpark with
Ozzie
the
Albies to the dish.
fountains out
Swing and
there.
a ball popped in the air, and that'll get down for a hit. Now he'll turn for second, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Going back. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. Runner tags and goes to 3rd.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's whipping in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
Here's Jared Kelenic. That one ripped.
Yeah, I could see him going down to AAA. I don't think they're going to trade him.
That skips over the fence. So
But I do think he's going to go down to AAA.
Here's Orlando Arcia.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
On the ground to the left. A sliding stop. The throw, and they get the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
He swings and fouls one off. Line drive. Renfroe snags it. And that is
Yeah, I don't see that.
back here in Kansas City. Here's the left fielder, Raisel Iglesias, on to try and close it out.
He's doing the ball very well.
I don't think they're going to get any outfielders because at some point, Profar will be back.
Hey, look, we'll
Like it or not, they gave him 3 years.
Emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the 9th means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
Even though when he comes back this year, I would probably have him on the bench.
Pulled the string on the changeup.
Like, how do you put him in the starting lineup and ride him for the rest of the year, knowing if you do make the playoffs,
And that one is in
he's
for
gone.
strike.
So, to me, he should be a bench player.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
1-1.
Here's a 1-2. And downstairs.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Royals down to their final out. And now it's
I
Kyle
figured the
Isbell,
Braves would have had an
1
out
for
clause,
3.
but apparently they don't.
That one
That missed,
close,
that's the
rule
ball.
the ball.
If you had an
That's
out
ball
clause,
1.
you hit that out clause and get out of it.
Next offering is fouled back. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's got such a good sinker.
1-2,
As a hitter,
count.
you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
This could end it.
Yeah, right now.
That one
That's the
just
ball.
misses.
That's inside.
And that's ball 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 out, space is empty. And they'll do it again. just missing there. And it's a full count.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle.
That one the other way. Base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Tag. Got him. And that's the ball game.
That was a doinker on them. We're not doing that because we're not giving up Baldwin. Man, all these trades kind of suck. I really wouldn't want to do that deal either. No. Man, that's a terrible, terrible offers. Wanted to make a trade. Those are just bad offers. You completely ignored the players I was trying to dump.
Here at Great American Ballpark, and we welcome you in. Already 2 away here in the 7th. John Shambi with Chris Singleton. High chopper to third. Riley fires to first. They miss a big. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Emilio Pagan.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity. To get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Popped up. And it's caught for the out. Here's the center
Daredevil,
fielder,
Born
Michael
Again,
Harris
has officially
II,
been renewed
one
for a
3.
season 3.
Popped up to the left. Into foul ground.
Acuna? From what I read, he's going to LA
That was a good hard fastball with
to
some
see if he can
nice
get
ride up in the zone
the okay
right
to
there.
begin
Hitter
rehab.
Looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep.
Oh, I don't know.
Slings the
I could look. Acuna's hitting 296, 17 home runs, 64 RBIs. Apparently, the Big Bear's having a really good year, him and Olsen.
First, and it's a 1-2-3. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. In now
If only Olsen did that in real life.
Candelario. First offering, and it just misses.
home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. Next offering is in for a strike. That's a little bit low.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that. That's
I downloaded the teams. I haven't tried it. But I did download it, so I might look at that. There's nothing else. I do have Facebook Messenger. That's what I use to talk to like Cry and Tifa. So there's always that.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. One out, base is empty.
Yeah, Discord too.
And a count 1-2.
I don't really check Discord too much. But that is where I talk to Sal, the Chief, and Shay.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound.
Here comes the manager out of the... And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Joe Jimenez.
Left-handed batter at the plate.
Not ideal to go take the lefty out when the lefty come up.
So this seems like a calculated move.
Friedel stands in now and
he was out of gas.
Strike one. A little out front there as he swings through it. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom.
Big Joe got this.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Two outs.
Yup.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Benson in the box now. Takes strike one. And now it's even up.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Falling behind 2-1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
In there, sets him down on strikes. Now into the game, Stuart Fairchild.
Hey, he plays for the Braves.
Here's Matt Olson. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. Pagan back to work. That misses the zone. Ball one.
1-0.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. And that one ripped into right, and foul ball. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch.
Oh, that didn't look like strike three to me,
Here's
buddy.
Marcelo Zuna. Infield playing him to pull. Second baseman just to the right of the bag. Ball one there. And it's even up to Ozuna.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. On a dead sprint, racing back. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. And they take the lead. It's 3-2.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this.
I didn't think that was going to go.
He's up to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. High fly ball out towards left field. Going back to the warning track, makes the catch. 2 down, bases empty.
Chadwick Trump.
Chadwick Trump.
$1.95.
Popped up. Encarnacion Strand moving under this one. Brings it in. And that'll bottom 9 and ready to hit now. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Raisel Iglesias.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
I have not been there.
Right side, foul territory.
I have only been to
puts it away for the out.
A few ballparks. I've been to obviously PNC Park.
Encarnacion Strand.
And I've been to Cleveland Stadium.
And fouled off.
That's it.
A 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out.
When I was out in Illinois, I'd hoped to go to Wrigley and Comiskey, but never made it there.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The Reds now down to their final out. Jake Fraley will hit next.
Yeah, my nephew went to Truist. He went there during the World Series, in fact.
On base. The Reds down to their final strike. Going 2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Lifted to left, and this should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves win the last 2 to take the 3-game series.
I forgot, Tom, you were in Pittsburgh. Why can I not get... They give me 3 options and they're all shortstops. Like, I'll call up Nick Allen, but I would rather send down Cairo. Sorry, Marcus Stroman. Not realistic, but you're gone. We're going to change this lineup anyway. Because they're playing Nick Allen like he's a starter now, so we're going to start Nick Allen. Yup. No, we like Harris or... I know, play as Nick Allen.
About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Miami. Okay, all set to go. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. Hit on the ground to short, and he can't come up with it.
Oop.
Still finds a way to get off a throw, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. Nick
That wasn't on me.
Next up for the Braves.
Like it says it was on me, but I did nothing wrong.
Lined into left center, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. And, man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control.
Runner takes off on the ground to third. Zips it across. They get the out on Acuna. Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. Out to short, Allen. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. So 2 down, Nick Allen getting ready to hit. First pitch misses.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The shortstop takes the ball. 2 out, space is empty. That one misses. 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Next offering is in for a strike.
We got a full count.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. The pitch. Runner on the go. In the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. And he steals second base without a throw. That one the other way. Right. Tosses to first. And that is the inning. Connor Norby now at the plate. Ground ball could be 2. Over to Albies. Over to first. Safe.
He's in there.
1 out. Runner at second. And next for Atlanta, Nick Allen. He's 2 for 2. And that is out of play. The 0-1. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there.
Runner on the go, and that'll load the bases.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at-bat.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Ground ball left side could be 2. Edwards tossed to second. Double play. That erases the go-ahead run.
I don't know why he stopped running.
Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming
I took my finger off the button and he just stopped running. Like he was getting ready to slide. I don't.
Hit on the ground.
It's the only thing I don't like about these, like that shit. Is
throw on to Olsen. 1 up, 1 down. Man at first.
Controls are wonky.
Nick Allen. Next up for the Braves.
I like in
like
when you play a regular game.
This one's driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. His first homer of the year, and we're all square. It's 5-5. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there, looking to do damage. I think he...
Now this one gets through. 1 runs in. The second run scores, and they take a 3-run lead.
But I did good. 4 for 4. It should be 3. Yep. Now they're like, you know what? Since you did so well, now you gotta play. Do it again. Except this time with Matt Olson.
One down. Stepping in the long ball threat, Matt Olson. right now with more RBIs than anyone in the National League. Liner, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
It bounces and he takes off for second. The throw, tag, and he's out. So a go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's Jose Siri. Out to short. Allen.
Oh, shit. I hate when they do this.
Tosses to first. That's the third out. 2. So 2 down. Here's Matt Olson down. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fastball is outside. Olson recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Soto gets under it.
Nope.
And that is that. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Francisco Lindor, the next to hit. Strider deals. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Around third. Tag, and he's out at the plate. 1 out. Runner at second. Now in for the Braves, Matt Olson. And a swing and a miss.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Center field. Siri in position. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away. Juan Soto now. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Here comes Winker. He'll score easily. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. Minter back to work. That's
this pains
inside,
my heart.
and that's ball 1.
Face AJ Minter.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Tom, I was telling my dad earlier, disappointing to me.
In the air,
no hockey playoffs for me this
line.
year. Rangers aren't making it.
Nimmo makes the grab, 1 down.
What even is more disappointing to me is they're trading my favorite player in the offseason, Chris Kreider. I know he's gone. And that breaks my heart. Like, I was ready to order a Kreider jersey this year. And I was going to go see him when they came to Pittsburgh. And then all the rumors of them trading Kreider, so I didn't order the jersey, which I'm glad I did now. And I changed my mind about going to the game. They disappoint me. They've left me very disappointed.
Here in Atlanta, welcome in John Shambi and Chris Singleton. We've got 1 out here in inning number 7. McNeil in the box now, takes strike 1.
0-1.
That one pulled foul.
Problem.
Good job to fight that one off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities,
a swing and a miss. That retires the side. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jose Butto.
well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Ripped to short. Ozuna is out. Matt Olson up to the plate. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. McNeil fires over to first. And a couple of quick outs. Here is Austin Riley. And that one misses up and in. And that is ball 1. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. A.J. Minter, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Young also throwing. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2. Hit in the air, center field. Taylor moving under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Joe Jimenez.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Nimmo in the box now. Takes strike 1.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And a pitch. And 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. In the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. Nabs it, and that is that. And we're back onto the bottom of the 8th. And the batter now, Michael Harris II. Butto back to work. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
Yep, that's one.
And that's off the inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the ground, right side. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And there are 2 outs. So here's Murphy now. He's already homered here in this one. That's a hit. And the goal is on base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's
Go ball, go!
And that one is gone. That's worth the price of admission. His second homer this series, and they add a pair. It's 5-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Here's Acuna now.
Apparently I'm pretty good with Nick Allen.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. And here comes the Mets. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Sean Reed-Foley.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Yeah.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. It's coming up here for the Mets. Brett back now, and on the mound, the closer, Raisel Iglesias.
51 saves this year, so look out. He's been incredible closing out games for him.
Harris has a beat on it. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. And now it's Mark Vientos. And a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Who's it going to be?
Luis Torrens.
Luis Torrens.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Ground ball to the right side. And that one handled. 1 at second. Roll off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. So last chance for the Mets. Starling Marte up to hit. And that drops in for a strike.
Marte.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
The Mets down to their final strike. That one off the mark. And the count is 1-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2-2.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is the ball game. Zingy, do you think games against division rivals mean more to the players at other games?
I mean, I always got a little more charged up for those games in the division. And sure, you want to win every game all season long, but every player knows that a division title, that can really set you up for success in the postseason. So these divisional rivalry games can definitely feel more impactful for sure, both in the standings and on team morale.
I can clinch a division.
Back at Citizens Bank Park with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Nobody out here in inning number 8. The Braves with a big opportunity today, the chance to clinch a division, crown with a win. Singing, even with the predictions that they'd be contenders, still a big accomplishment just to be in this position.
Yeah, Boog, the season isn't played in your analytics shredder. It's played on the field, brother, and they've backed up the hype so far.
Yeah, the batter now, Matt Olson.
You get that win today, you lock up the division title, and then you start thinking about how you want to approach the postseason.
Oh, give me 1 second here.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Matt Strom, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. There's a swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone.
Wasn't even back yet. Just press an X.
Miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. The throw is still.
Wow.
And they do get the out.
Shortstops are expected to make tough plays look routine, and that's what he did right there. Just a great example.
Hang on. I got to see this again. So it hit Stott, ricocheted over to Turner. Wow.
Why he plays one of the most demanding positions on the field.
Tap foul at the plate.
That was a series of unfortunate events.
Base is empty.
It might have. I mean, did you see the meme about in this game? Now, supposedly they're fixing it. It's still there, though. Where I noticed this playing like their little challenges. Not like the weekly challenges, but like
gets a piece and stays alive.
The regular challenges. Like you'll hit a ball, and they just like come out of nowhere and make a diving catch.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 8th.
It's like how?
That misses, and the count's even at 2.
2-2.
Grounds one to short. Turner. And that quickly 2 away.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll be safe at first. Here's Sean Murphy. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. There goes the runner. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
And the pitch. Runner on the go again. Swing and a chopper out to short.
Oh boy.
Tag out. They cut down the goal.
I didn't think they were going to go home. Oh, he would have been out anyway. Wait.
Turner with just one more homer to back now. New pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Joe Jimenez.
Not having a lot of success against right-handed hitters. They've been hitting them around, so this next matchup might be tough for him.
And strike 2.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400.
Got him swinging.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Harper in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, all set for the start of the inning. Now the left fielder, Brian De La Cruz. Cut on and lifted in the air. And there's one down. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Nick Allen. Line drive, and that's base hit out into
My good luck with Nick Allen continues. I have never been to Philly.
Run is on base with a knock.
Always feels amazing getting
So,
a
no
job
idea.
done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
That's out to center field.
So in the last few years, I have traveled more. Obviously, I've been to Michigan now. I've been to Illinois.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Scoreless
And
here, but now
technically, I went through a few other states on my
power. Got to be careful.
journey
You're
to
talking
these
about a hitter
states.
with this type of slug, these type of home run totals. Activity in the bullpen. Orion Kerkering appears to be getting loose.
Oh, net good ball went nice shushy.
That's back there. Out of here. An absolute smash to left. His 24th home run of the season. The Braves score first. It's 2-0. So 2 down. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw, and that's a great play for the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Raisel Iglesias comes out trying to close it out.
Coming on for another save, and don't bet against him. He's been electric. Looking for save number 56 right here.
And a swing and a miss.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Foul ball.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. That's down and in. A slider missed.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Got him. A huge
I think if anybody, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Nick Aldis. Like, they did the whole Orton RKO and Nick Aldis.
You get settled in. You feel like you're in command out
I
there
could see them letting Aldis wrestle a match.
Kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into
He said he wants to wrestle a match, and it's WrestleMania.
Wrap this thing up.
That one foul.
That would be like a reward for him,
the Braves
in a way.
leading by 2 here in the last half of inning number 9. Got him swinging. Phillies have just 1 out remaining.
No, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But
I hope they bring back
choke up on the bat, spread out,
the Battle Royals to WrestleMania, not SmackDown before WrestleMania. Like, that's one of the things that kind of always irked me. Like,
a little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note.
Let everybody have a shot at WrestleMania, and don't bring them all out together. Let everybody at least hear their music at WrestleMania. Like, even if the entry ramp is always long anyway. Play their song for 20 seconds.
Stays 0-2.
Halfway down the ramp, next person. Like, give them that.
Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. Yes, he did. It's ruled a swing and a strikeout, and this ball game is over. So the Atlanta Braves, with the win to secure the division title. Singy, this is what
probably
they aimed for since the
it's what it's been the last few years, and that's stupid.
And the expectations
do it at
well,
WrestleMania so everybody can get their
maybe
moment
they felt
at
a bit
WrestleMania.
Of pressure at some point, but they really lived up to the hype. I mean, this is a terrific job from everyone in this franchise, and now they can really turn their focus to the postseason after a well-deserved celebration in the clubhouse, of course.
So we called up Bryce Elder and Marcus Drummond, which means we did not call up a hitter. Okay.
In truest part, and we welcome you in. Already 2 away here in the 7th. John Shambi with Chris Singleton. Allen in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Porter Hodge up and loosening in the pen. Swing and a pop-up. Pointer. And that's the inning.
There we go.
Bryce Elder into the game. In the game for the first time this season.
Number 55.
That clips a corner. Elder, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. That just misses, and now it's even 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Right through there, got him. And there's one down.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
And that one fouled off. Next offering is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next pitch is downstairs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And it remains 2-2. The other way, and it goes just foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
So from what I was reading, whether or not this is true, but it seemed to be, they said Charlotte was the one to go off script because Charlotte was getting pissed about the crowds. So she went off script, so then Tiffy went off script. That's why Tiffy rolled out of the ring like she did. Because she knew she triggered Charlotte.
2-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
And then Charlotte, of course, went off script with the Kaiser line.
2-2 now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. White makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder.
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He sends it out of here. His 26th of the year, and they add a run. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
He's got it. And that is out number 3.
Yeah, I don't know why they were wearing the same thing. Like, that was the other thing. I even messaged Cry, like, and sent Cry a picture. And I'm like, why are they basically wearing the same thing? They both had the see-through pants. Both wearing black panties.
Bottom of the 8th. Now in for the Braves.
Like, the tops were a little bit different, but not much. Yeah, I didn't get it.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
You know, these Braves finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Bush takes it to the bag, and a quick out, number one. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Eli White. 1 for 3. Headed towards the corner. Snags it on the run. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Ozuna at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
Yeah.
The sliding play at short. Throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning.
Like, I feel like the
ninth in this one. Now here is Michael Bush.
I feel like Tiffany's whole career, though, she's been set up in a way. Because, like, Trish Stratus, Tiffany Stratton.
Back to work.
Like, you can't get much closer than that.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. And here comes Dansby Swanson. That one not close.
So I just feel like Tiffy time, they've been,
base is empty.
like, that's been her whole career where she's been emulating somebody else.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead.
And they're pointing out, like, how unnatural she is as a babyface. Like, she don't know. And they said that's the difference between some of these guys.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
She didn't learn how to be a babyface in NXT.
And there's 2 away.
Like, they intentionally kept Braun Breaker down another year so he could learn how to be both a face and a heel. They're doing the same thing now with Trick Williams, where Trick Williams is going to turn into a heel. So he can learn how to be a heel and a face, you know?
This is in the air down the line. White makes a nice run again.
And they should have done that with Tiffy.
Porter Hodge on to try and close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and
she's just always a heel.
Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Like that's what they need to do with Julia and things like that. Like Jordan Grace, no, because she's been around. She obviously
back to the dugout.
Knows how to work both.
1 down. Here's the third baseman. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
The 0-1. And a foul ball.
I don't know what they're doing with Roxanne Perez. I figured she'd be on the main roster by now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Ruhan pulls it in on the run.
Well, they brought her up and put her in the elimination chamber, and she was working the main roster, and then all of a sudden now she's back in NXT again.
And first offering is fouled off.
I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Base knock right field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. So here's Murphy now. He's already homered in this game. Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs claim the win here behind some great.
But, yeah, there's a lot of people they don't seem to, know what they're doing with. Chelsea Green, what... That girl's over, should do more with her, considering how fucking over she is. Though she's been getting into it on Twitter with Val Venus. And it's Val's own fault because he keeps tagging her like a dumbass. And then trying to play victim.
Thanks for joining us. Nobody out here in inning number 8. The Braves with a chance to set the all-time record for wins in a season with a victory here. What a season it's been for them, Singy. Just dominant the whole way through.
Just simply incredible, Boog. I mean, this would be such a nice feather in the cap for them, and they've already tied one of baseball's most impressive records, and to have a chance at breaking it, wow.
It bangs off the wall. Go ahead, run into scoring position.
This is why Val Venus, I could tell you, is not back in WWE, though, because he's one of these guys that's an idiot.
Now on the mound for the Nationals.
They want me to pinch run for a... Yeah.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's an RBI single. They lead it in the 8th.
Because in my opinion, it has nothing to do with the character. They bring the Godfather around.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking.
And the Godfather, of course, is a porn or pimp. So they don't bring Val around because Val's an idiot.
Exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Line drive, and that's a base hit to right.
Exactly. Like,
throw back in quickly.
And Val's on Twitter, and he's crying that, you know, this is why I don't have nothing to do with wrestling. No, bud, you have nothing to do with wrestling because nobody will touch you. Indies won't even touch you because he's an idiot.
Line drive, base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out. And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. Golden opportunity right here. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring. You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something. But
ground ball right side, could be 2. Fires home for 1. On the first double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
I just realized it's only the 8th inning.
0 for 3 with 2 ground outs and a strikeout.
Walked me? No.
First pitch just misses.
Home plate umpires try to tighten things up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, I was reading some of their exchange, and the part that made me laugh out loud was when Chelsea responded with, "I'm a Canadian, you dumbass."
Back to the mound, he's got it.
And then he still responds after, you know.
So 1 run in the inning on this base.
Fucking moron.
1-0. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Dylan Lee.
And this is his 55th game he's come in to pitch this season, so he's got some innings under
I did not realize he is out of stamina. Oops.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Oh, well.
That's off the mark. Now 1-2.
But yeah, I love Chelsea. She's funny.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And the whole thing started because Val Venus was taking a shot at
up now for Washington.
Meechin. He said something about Meechin. Which I'm thinking, you know,
bottom half of the 8th inning.
You're lucky Keith Lee's got all his health issues because Keith Lee would fuck him up.
Kelnick makes the grab on the run. Next to hit for the Nats, Stone Garrett. Fastball for a strike. grounds one to the right side.
But yeah, Chelsea jumped in because he was trashing Mishin.
That is the inning.
So Chelsea jumped in and actually stuck up for Mishin.
We go to the ninth, and now
then they started going at it. I'm surprised Cardona hasn't popped in yet.
Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man.
Home run.
So he goes the opposite way with that one. His 17th of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 2-0.
But you never know about wrestlers. Like,
here's Jared Kelnick, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Drilled out towards left center field. Raging back towards the wall. Leaping, and it's gone. That one barely got out of here. His 14th of the year. It's 3-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer.
Like, one of the better wrestlers that does stuff is, I don't know if you've seen what he posts, is Maven.
The next to hit takes ball
Of all people, Maven. Maven puts a lot of good shit out.
Fought off foul.
And I had read years ago, they were all reporting it, and he never denied it, that he was gay. And then he's not.
And there's a rocket into
he always
the
talks
outfield.
about his girlfriend or his wife.
And that turns the lineup over.
I'm like, okay. You just let that story go for a while.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
Run around the move. Pitch misses.
Outside.
Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer he's going to be doing that stuff, though, because supposedly he's going to end up back, they said, in WWE.
Well struck left field. That's back.
They just don't know whether or not he's coming back as just a Legends deal, or if he's going to be brought back. Because he had mentioned, he talked about it. He wants to come back as like an announcer.
He's on a really good.
And he said he was going to during COVID, but then COVID.
Up to the plate. To third. Fires across the diamond. Ozuna is out. Here's Matt Olson. And that one wrapped foul.
And Carmella, she's kissing up now to WWE again. After she had her little temper tantrum. Now she's doing all these interviews saying she wants to come back.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That one felt good. Make that 4 homers in the inning. And they tack one on the board. It's 6-0. Michael Harris II getting ready to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
She had her moment in the sun and she lost it.
5 so far in the inning. Here at the top of the 9th.
Her moment was when she had Ellsworth with her.
Brings it in for the 3rd.
And after that,
but it's
yeah, she wasn't relevant.
Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just on the mound now, Sam Hentges.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
So coming into the game now on defense, Brian De La Cruz. He takes over in right. Also entering the game, number 70. He's the new 3rd baseman. Also into the ball game, Orlando Arcia. He'll play 2nd. Also entering the game, Eli White. He'll be patrolling center field.
Number 36.
Foul ball there. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
in the Hall in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Here's a 1-2. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
2-2.
Pitch in the dirt, and the count is even, 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Line drive. And that's a base hit. And now the center fielder, Jacob Young. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Henches measures 6 feet 6 inches, 28 years old. And they traded for him earlier this year. That to right. De La Cruz should have this one. And there's 2 down.
2 outs.
Last chance for the Nats in this one. And now it's Luis Garcia. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 outs. They're down to their final strike.
No balls. 2 strikes.
The Nationals down to their final strike.
Uh-oh.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone.
Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it. Carried out nicely.
2 down, nobody on. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves take the first 2 games of this series on the road. So the Atlanta Braves with a new mark in baseball history, passing the 1906 Chicago Cubs and the 2001 Seattle Mariners for the most wins in a single season. Incredible run for them, Singy.
Absolutely amazing feat, Boog. I mean, just to say the least there. This is now an historic team. And one thing to remember, though, neither of those clubs went on to win the World Series. But I don't think that's going to give these guys any type of pause. They're going to roll into October with a world of confidence. And I think they're built for the postseason grind.
Right. All right, so let's take a peek here. So Houston, the #1 seed in the American League was the Yankees. Texas was 2. Detroit was 3. Your Detroit Tigers was 3. They beat Minnesota, who was 6, 2-0. And then Houston upset Baltimore. In the National League side, I'm 1. Phillies are 2. Brewers are 3. They beat the Cubs 2-1. And yeah, the Phillies beat Arizona 2-1. And now they're beating me. Of course they're fucking beating me. Hey, they let me take the freaking bums off my roster. Wow, all my starters did really well.
And we're back. And now the DH, Marcell Ozuna. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run.
Boom.
And this place is rocking. It's 1-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here
That was a
in the
bomb.
broadcast booth. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early.
He knew it too. Look at that.
Was going to be the challenge: not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Matt Olson down.
Boom.
2 in this one.
I saw that pitch. He hung it. I didn't miss it.
Already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage. You know, these Braves being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one's back there. Out of here. Into the planter, out in center. Home run. And they jump out front. It's 2-1. And Siggy, he just loves hitting against this guy, doesn't he?
It's like he's been facing him his entire life. Looks so comfortable in the box against him.
Base is empty, 1 away. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. Out towards left center. Kepler.
Drop.
He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. In the air, left field, down the line. Kepler towards the line. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul.
That knuckle curve. That's what he's throwing. That, and I'm seeing it really well.
The changeup missing. And it's 1-1. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the late stages of game 1. Ripped on a line. And that'll do it. Back here in Atlanta, now batting Max Kepler.
Oh, I was going to make a pitching change, but fuck. Strider's got another go.
Back to work. Clips the corner, strike 1.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And that one is inside ball 1.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets. You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, I'm impressed with that challenge pitch right there. Even with this slim lead, this guy's not afraid to go right after these hitters.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The 0-2. Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one in triple digits.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a drive deep right field. And in one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
He was all over that one. Nice job going the opposite way with it. Letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Puts it away for the out.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And there's a foul ball.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Man at second. On the ground to third. And that goes foul. Out towards right center field. And it drops in. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. And they lead by 2. Back to the top of the order. Next to hit, Ronald Acuna Jr. And that one hammered. That's back there. And gone. He'll circle the bases. And they add a couple more. It's 5-1. That's their third home run of the game. Now it's Jordan Romano out of the bullpen. He's into the game with the bases empty. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. And the first offering is not close.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
Hit hard, base hit. So man aboard. And now Matt Olson up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Substitution being made at first. Pinch running here, Eli White. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base.
And being aggressive, I want another run.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Marsh under it. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he gets to third safely. Moving up on the fly out. And there are 2 gone. Here comes Austin Riley. He's already homered in this game. And a base hit knocks in a run. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now, Michael Harris II. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. That is the inning. New inning getting started. And here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner. Aaron Bummer gets the call from the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
The 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. This one in the air, center field. Harris makes the catch for the out. One away. This is Bryson's stop. 1 for 3. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper. Tap foul at the plate. The Braves leading by 5 here in game 1 of the NLDS. Went back to the sweeper and it was effective. Here comes Bryce Harper. And that's outside.
That's a ball.
That's in there. And the count is 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 1. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Going back. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves take the series opener here at home. So the Atlanta Braves have jumped out to a 1-0 lead in this division series.
Yeah, and that carries a lot of weight in a 5-game series, Boog. It's huge to get an advantage right away.
Yep, a game 2 victory will have them 1 step away from the LCS.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, on the other side, losing game 1 can really sharpen that focus, man. Those guys know that they've got very little room for error at this point.
I'm just curious, how close did the Pirates come to make the playoffs? Oh, they didn't even come close. Poor Pirates.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. 0 for 2 in this one. Popped up. Albies brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. We're in the 2nd game of this division series. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. Right side. Sends it to first, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Out there to center. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. 2 away now. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Sean Murphy. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Next offering way off the plate.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Out to center. Kepler under it. Makes the catch. And that ends the... We go to the top of the 7th. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Joe Jimenez will take over here.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Up the middle. Albies over to first in time. And Realmuto is out. And here is Sosa to the plate.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Up the middle. And that's a base hit. And the tying run is on base. So now here's the DH, Weston Wilson. And the slider just misses. There's the strike. Swings through that one.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that's
oh, that should have been strike 3. Come on.
What he needs to make is his target. If you aim it,
runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
Strike him out, throw him out, double play.
And that. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Jordan Romano.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Here's Jared Kelnick. And first offering is fouled off. Romano, multi-time All-Star. He features a
I hit him hard.
4-seamer, and he
Game
works
1.
in a 2-seamer. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Nick Allen next up for the Braves. Runner on the go. That's towards center. And he makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Laced into left. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Waste no time there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Marcelo Zuna. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
Oh, boy.
Belted. That one carried. Get out of town. His second home run of the series. It's 7-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that.
Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Tanner Banks.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Matt Olson up to the plate. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Jump throw, safe at first as they can't make the play.
That's an error.
One gone, runner at first. At the plate, Austin Riley. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Olson around second, headed for third. Coming home. The relay to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's 8-3. One out. Runner at second. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. And a run comes in to score. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
So here's Murphy now. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1.
Ball.
And a strike on the outside edge. That's the third. Boom. Goes on to first. That'll end the inning. After. Back at Truist Park. Here's the center fielder. Max Sam Hentges taking over on the mound.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
No point in burning my good relievers.
Swing and a
we'll
miss
burn
as he was
him
out
up.
front.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Sets him down on strikes. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees. Trey Turner now. Foul ball. Henches, the tall lefty. He throws a curveball, a four-seamer, a slider, and he works in a sinker. That one is absolutely belted. Harris ranges back. Grabs it right up against the wall. And now it's Alec Bohm. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a hit. Here comes Bryce Harper. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. The Phils with a lot of ground to make up here in the late stages of game 2. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And Harper back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Joe Ross.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back.
That's gone.
Tattooed and gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add to their lead. It's 10-3.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way.
And here is Nick Allen. Throws across the diamond. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And a swing and a miss there. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Jose Alvarado, the left-hander, up and throwing. Kirkering, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Next one is off the plate, and it's 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that one is lifted in the air. Kepler makes the catch. Out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more.
Oh, I am just locked in with the Big Bear right now.
Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. Jose Alvarado gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's coming in to pitch on 4 days rest right here. And that might not be a factor at all in terms of being rusty. But
oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there on its way.
In the chop house.
They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. It's 12-3. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
If only the real-life Braves could hit like this.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump,
I'm just seeing red right now. Everything I'm trying to.
On the ground. Into the outfield. Base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Michael Harris II. Next up for the Braves. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Coming on to pinch run for Atlanta, Eli White. Step off throw to first.
I got picked off.
And he's out. And they got
I was going to steal. I got
solo homers in the inning. And we're back. Marcus Stroman comes on now.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Now into the ball game on defense, Orlando Arcia. He'll play second. Right through there for a strike. Stroman, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a sinker, a cutter, a slider, a slurve, and occasionally works in a splitter.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The wind and the pitch. And it's a K for the Stroh Show.
What?
Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
I figured the RY could play third base. Okay.
On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. And a strike in there. Struck him out swinging. Now only one out remaining. Here's JT Realmuto. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
One strike.
That one fouled off. The Phillies down to their final strike. On the ground, and this should do it. Arcia. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single.
Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves slug their way to a win in this one. So the Atlanta Braves carry their momentum over from Game 1 to take a 2-0 lead in this division series.
They're knocking on the door of the LCS now, and I don't think they'll be doing a lot of tinkering before Game 3, the way things have been going.
Across the diamond, though, we may see a lot of changes to the lineup card as they face elimination in Game 3.
Yeah, they have to do something to shake things up, Boog, that's for sure.
Milwaukee upset the Dodgers? What? Wow. Wow. They swept them out, too. What in the...
Two on, one out. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. There's a strike.
Well, coming off of a blowout loss in the previous game, this lineup can't try to do too much. They've just got to stay within themselves, take each pitch, each at bat, one by one, and try to push runs across as often as possible.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 1-2.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Ooh.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone.
Ruh-roh.
Kyle Schwarber with a rocket. And they slide in front in the 6th. It's 3-0. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. The hit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides.
Yeah, that's a big ruh-roh.
Level of emotion. Everything is amplified. Just missed.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
And a pitch. Lopez gets this swing and a miss. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in Game 3 of the NLDS. And that one is in the dirt. And the count 1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take it.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, new inning getting started. And now it's the Braves DH, Marcell Ozuna.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That missed by a lot. Ball 1.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
That one hooked foul. Ball to strike. The pitch. And it stays fair.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs.
I'd have rather had this part of the order up later.
Just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Olsen in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Misses inside, and it's 2-0. The Phils leading by 3 here in the late stages of Game 3.
God, that's bad.
6.
Damn, that's bad.
3. And they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And a foul ball.
Ball, go. 1-1.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is... We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Pierce Johnson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Pierce Johnson fires. Just off the inside corner.
Come on, that was a strike.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. JT Realmuto steps in. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun. Johnson measures 6 feet 2 inches. 200 pounds. A former. It's in and out of his glove. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory. Olsen pulls that one down. And that for the top of the 8th. Now in for the Braves. Ozzie Albies. Sanchez back to work.
Phillies, they don't want to go to their bullpen, considering how hard I've hit their bullpen.
Matt Strom, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Alvarado getting loose. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's
boom!
Long gone. And they cut it to the deficit. It's 3-1. Here's Sean Murphy. 0 for 2 in this one. Ground ball left side and foul ball.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Ripped to
Oh!
third and caught.
Fuck!
That's what you got to have at the hot corner. Cat-like reflexes. Line drive caught by the third baseman as he dives. Terrific play.
De La Cruz, the next to hit, takes outside. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in Game 3 of the NLDS.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
This to third, boom. Over to first, he's out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Tapper back to the mound, to first, third out. Long ball draws the Braves closer. One ball game. This is the National League Division Series on the show. Ready to Sam Hentges on the pitch out of the pen here. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Harris hauls it in, and there's one away. This is Bryson's stop. Check swing, called strike. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One down, base is empty. And that misses off the outside edge.
1-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. So Harper stands in. The first overall pick back in 2010. He was late there. Strike one. 2 outs, base is empty. That's too low. And that's ball one. There's a strike. 95 of that one. And now the count is even.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Pitch misses there. Full count now.
Full count.
On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. Harper retired. That's out number 3. So they make short work of him there. On to the 9th now. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Matt Strom.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Oh, Mikey.
Harris up for the 3rd time.
I'm not even going to get my bullpen going unless I have a shot at tying this.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Turner with the throw to first. One
Not
up,
off
one
to a great
down.
start.
He's 2 outs away. Here's Acuna now.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
0 for 3 in this one. Foul ball there. Strom, an all-star a season ago.
Got to get him on.
He features a 4-seam fastball,
Get him on for the Bear.
a slider, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter. Center field. Marsh moves under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
We're going to game 4.
Final out. Marcelo Zuna coming up to hit. That one ripped. Marsh moving back. And that's going to bang against the wall. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he's into third with a 2-out triple.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing.
Yeah, but it's really lefty on lefty. I don't do so well in these situations. At least not with Olsen.
At the plate. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Olsen.
Like, I would be feeling comfortable if I had Acuna or Ozuna up, or Albies. Or Riley.
Off the wall, should be extra bases. Relay to second. He's in safely at second. They pick up a run, and now it's a one-run game. So the tying run in scoring position.
All right.
Austin Riley at the plate. Way inside.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
So the tying run at second. Out to short.
Figures. As soon as I put somebody in the bullpen.
Throw to first.
Fuck.
Ball game. And
almost.
The Phillies take game 3 here at home and get themselves back in the series.
Almost.
So the Philadelphia Phillies live to play on. They are back in this series with a win in game 3.
And this totally changes the complexion of the series. If they can pull out game 4, everything will be in their favor in terms of momentum heading into a possible game 5.
On the other side, suddenly the job of moving on gets tougher, but they're still in a good position.
Yeah, they're not going to cruise into the LCS. They're going to have to work for it, and that's how it should be here in October.
Houston's up on the Yankees. Detroit's up on Texas. All right. Let's send Philly to Never Neverland.
Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John. And now here is Harper. Late with the swing there.
No balls, 1 strike.
I don't know why Strider's starting this game.
With 2 strikes,
I just realized that. Why'd they have Strider start? Why didn't they have Swellenbach start?
The double play right here.
This one in the air. Riley settles under this one. And there's one down.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there.
I wasn't the team facing elimination.
Frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Schwarber in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Cold night like tonight. Last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat.
Schwarber.
You're going to be trying to catch things
pitching him
front,
careful.
So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. Boog, this offense is fighting for their lives right now. They're not ready for this season to be over, so they need to dig deep and find a way to get
off-balance speed. There's 1, and that's 2.
Ain't getting me again there, butthead.
Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Yeah, they go with Rangers
and
for
the
it.
first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 and out.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Once you get the ball. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Jordan Romano.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Stepping in, Nick Allen. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to stop for 1. Oh, the throw is over his head. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves, 1 for 2. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. 1 out, a runner at second, late here in game 4. On the ground to short. There's 1 to second, and that's not it. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Runner on the go. Pitch misses in. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Marsh racing over to make the catch. One left. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Dylan Lee.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations. Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just
we're going Dylan Lee, Joe Jimenez, Raisel Iglesias, as long as I'm ahead.
Good eye right there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Oh, he doesn't get.
How was that not strike three? That was right there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Out to short. Gets it to first. And that quickly 2 away. Max Kepler at the plate.
You expect to see shortstops make great plays. And
oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. And he makes it there with a 2-out triple, tying runs aboard. So a runner at third.
I did not play that well.
And digging in for Philadelphia, JT Real Muto. And that is downstairs.
I thought Harris was going to be right there to grab it.
And that drops in for a strike.
I was controlling Acuna the whole time, so Acuna went up against the wall. I figured Harris would back it up.
And fouled
Instead,
off.
Harris went to the wall.
With the tying run at third, you're in Game 4 of the NLDS. Swings and misses.
All right, no harm, no foul.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Orion Kerkering. Well,
Big Joe next.
Game. Now it's the DH, Marcell Ozuna. There's a strike.
You know, these Braves really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story.
Even though he got out on that one, he's the MVP of the series,
so far
in
with
my
6
opinion.
hits against that pitch alone.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Right back to him on the mound. And Olsen is set down.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Gets under and pops it up. Harper has a beat on it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Braves on to the bottom of the 8th. And now for the Phillies, Joe Jimenez gets the call from the pen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Riley fires to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
This is Bryson Stott.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Harris makes the catch, and the inning is over. We go to the 9th. Here is Ozzie Albies up to
3 lefties. Woo! Boy, that's going to be tough. I need an insurance for him.
Ripped on the ground to second. On to first. Now one
Not getting it that way.
So here's Murphy now.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air. Maybe drive it into the gap.
Come on, baby.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
Hang it.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just having a hard time catching up.
Hit in the air, right field. Castellanos snags it for the second out.
Ryan
Two outs,
De La
base is
Cruz.
empty. And next for Atlanta, Brian De La Cruz. That one pushed foul.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the ninth, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And down on
God
strikes.
damn it.
And good work there as he last chance for the home team. So they turn to their closer, Raisel Iglesias.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball.
Here we go.
We see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-2.
It's like he's swinging for the fences.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Up the middle. Throws to first in time. One out, bottom of the ninth. He's 2 outs away. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. That one in the dirt. Going to count 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Catch your bat, boy.
Swings and misses.
Boom.
Struck him out. And they're down to their last out. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
Feel like a big weight is off the shoulders now. Got through Harper, got through Schwarber. Marsh, not a big a threat.
Iglesias is just 1 strike away. Just misses with that one.
Of course, he's the guy that wound up doing
Really
something.
good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Bohm stands in here, takes ball 1 low. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with
slides, but it gets by him.
Fuck.
And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. He definitely
How did he miss
pitch,
it?
but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Kepler in the box now, takes strike 1. Sends it to center, and this should be it.
Fuck
and the
yeah.
Atlanta Braves with the series win, and they're off to the NLCS.
Jesus, that felt realistic at the end. Holy shit.
You win a National League Division Series, you can breathe a little bit as the next one will stretch out to possibly 7 games. I'm sure they don't want to take it that far, but they're just going to be happy to get there. Congratulations.
So the Atlanta Braves take care of business in Game 4, and they're on their way to the League Championship Series.
An important win, Boog, and they didn't want to let this get to a Game 5, and now they've got some time to rest up and get prepared for their opponent in that next round.
An abrupt end to the season on the other side of the field, not the postseason performance they were planning on.
Yeah, but still a lot to be proud of, and they've got plenty to build on for next year. Look for these guys to use this here as motivation.
All right, I am going to call it here for today. I wanted to get through at least the first round of the playoffs. We did that, so we'll pick it up again and when we're playing the Brewers. 91 and 71. So Philadelphia was actually better than them. Houston beat the Yankees. Detroit beat Texas. So we got the 3 and 5 seeds in the American League. Wow. Houston won 88 games. Tigers won 89 games. All right. All right, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow.